Fair enough. Let's talk to the kid. You approach the witness just as the prosecuting attorney finishes a lengthy sequence of questions. The young man shifts nervously as you approach. You notice he keeps clearing his throat and his lips appear parched. Clear signs of lying, if I ever heard it. Why are you doing this? Doing what? Accusing the master of a crime he didn't commit. But he did. I heard him plotting in his study. He's the cause of everything that is going on. That is a lie. The young man, which to be fair, we don't know it's a lie other than the fact that Master Slovo, this young student has known the master longer than we have. At least a minimum, he's known him for at least a few hours, probably a few days. We've known this master for an hour. Anyway, but I will say our sister trusted him very deeply. So that probably goes with, probably adds to our ability to trust him a little bit further. Arg seems weirdly power hungry, although maybe just dumb and wanting to be a hero for accepting the power from the Duke previously. He also trusted Master Slovo, from what we understand. The young man looks around the courtroom with frightened eyes. I'm not lying. He is guilty. Objection. This member of the peasantry is badgering the witness. Sustained. Stop badgering the witness, the judge mutters disinterestedly. Okay. The judge looks on at the proceedings with an expression of utter disinterest, shoulders slumped to a pathetic degree. Occasionally, the judge utters grunts to affirm or deny various objections and motions raised by the incessantly bickering lawyers. What's going on here? This is a courthouse. A trial is in session. The tone of the judge is resentful. Why is Master Slovo standing trial? What has he done? Well, that is for the prosecution to elucidate. The accused was brought in by a member of the royal family, which in itself is a serious indication of guilt. And there is a witness, claiming to have seen all kinds of things. You don't sound convinced. That's because I'm not a fool. And why don't you acquit him? The judge sighs. Weak as the case may be, there are powerful forces in play here. If the witness is not discredited, then there is no way I could throw the case out. Look at me. I'm a judge, and yet I can barely afford to feed my family. Justice is not only blind, justice is poor too. Are you asking? No. So if we prove the guy to be a liar, you'll acquit? Most certainly. The judge pauses for a moment, then leans in with a whisper. It is not for me to assess these things, but were it the case that this witness is not truthful, it would have serious implications. What do you mean? The witness was brought forward by the Duke himself. On the premise that the witness is lying, it would be prudent to assume that an inconceivable amount of pressure has been exerted to ensure a particular story is told. How would one reveal the truth in such a case? The judge rephrases this last question and directs it at the defense. Torture! The defense lawyer blurts out. Objection! The defense is proposing torture of an innocent witness. Sustained. This court will not torture witnesses. Some sort of truth serum. Objection! Unethical! Sustained. We can't force the witness to drink anything, though he looks parched. In any case, I'm not aware of any truth potion that would actually work. The defense lawyer looks nervous. Some sort of magical object that reveals the truth. Objection! The defense appears non-compos mentis. The judge sighs a defeated sustained, then turns back to you. See? You'll need some sort of miracle to reveal the truth here. Did you say you'd take a bribe, though? The judge drops his voice to a whisper. Of course not. That would be unethical. I am saying that I am in a financial position which leaves me unable to do the right thing. Were I financially independent, I would be free to do what is right. Understand? That sounds like a bribe. What if the witness was... I understand. Very well. I trust that as a law-abiding citizen of Ort, you will see to it that the court receives what it needs. Now, excuse me. I have proceedings to attend to. The The judge turns his attention back to the lawyers, who are in the middle of bickering about the finer details of habeas corpus. Okay, so we just got an update. What do we get? Okay, so we'll need... We've got a little bit more of an understanding, more direction here. Actually, we've got 2 different quests now. So that one quest that we did have about freeing Master Slovo is now split into what looks like 2 quests. It's still 3 quests because we could potentially break him out, and we haven't found the start of that quest line yet. So we've got 2 individual quests now. Accusing the accuser, we can accuse the witness of lying, but we'll need that truth serum or that eye from the capital, which is gonna be costly, it seems, I would imagine, especially because that's where the Duke and his whole army is stationed, is in the capital. So I feel like it's probably not the best idea to go there just yet, at the very least. Or we could bribe the judge, but it's going to require great wealth. Sick merchant of Trawad, or seek the dragon. Okay. Oh, cool. Let's go. Oh, we can. Okay, cool. Ooh, all right. See, this is what I'm talking about. There's so much loot experience, and I almost wonder if there's a special ending for a pacifist run. I'll have to ask the devs, and I will hopefully have an answer for you next time we stream. But there is an impressive amount to explore on each of the map tiles, and I mean, just looking at the different, each of these pins is just one of the spikes. There's many map tiles in between each one. This is a vast map. It's gonna take a while. Go beyond the court, see what's over here. The grasslands. Okay, so now we're kind of into the wilds area. Ooh, what is this? What? Okay, not a bandit, that's good. Near the impressive looking statue stands a wary looking man. His knuckles are bloodied and his arms are covered in scratches. He clutches a dagger and looks at you with tired but hopeful eyes. Goodness, friend, I'm glad you're here. I could use a rest. You need a rest? Oh, I've been awake for, well, days, I guess. You notice the bags under his eyes, guarding this statue. Why can't you rest? I could leave and find a place to rest, but I worry the monsters will destroy this while I'm gone. You look like you've got places to be, so I won't ask you to stay. I wish I could pull a sentry out of thin air to stand guard while I rest. Magical sentry? He raises an eyebrow for a moment, then chuckles. Hi, that sounds great. If you could get that sorted, I'd be grateful. I'll see what I can do. Hang tight, or I want to learn a little bit more about this statue, though. It's something else, isn't it? She's commanding. I can't let her get destroyed. Most have fled already, but where to? The monsters are appearing everywhere. I'm making a stand here. He stamps his foot. Either I manage to survive here, or I die protecting a cultural artifact, our heritage. I'm so tired, though. let's go through. I'll see what I can do about finding you a magic sentry. Statue. I came upon an impressive-looking statue to the northeast of the courthouse in the grasslands. It was guarded by an exhausted-looking man who pleaded for some help. Can't stay with him, of course. I could leave behind a sentry that can help. Ah, that's right, that's right. We did find out, I think it was from the librarian, not the one who gave us the map, but the one who was behind the desk, that apparently wizards used to, were super lazy. And so this was like straight out of the book, was the fact that they were super lazy, and therefore they would learn super complicated and powerful spells like a turret spell, but instead of actually using it for themselves, they would, oh, what's in there? They would just cast it on something else, like a statue like this, where you could then have it attack enemies on its own. Hey, what do we got? Say I can go down? No? No? Okay. So it'll be somewhere along the lines we will come up out of that well, I'm sure, if we explore thoroughly enough. What do we got? Only one direction, huh? Okay. Also, we're quite a ways away from a shard. I'm a little worried about that. What was that? Oh, what? There's something up here. Okay. Far it can reach. Okay, it can reach the whole map. That's exciting. Oh, whoa. Okay. Real slimes. A little too far on that front. Okay. Not a lot of damage, but certainly a potentially dangerous enemy. Ooh, that was close. Oh, we should use our magic. Yeah. Thank you. You can fight that dude for me, right? Cool. Thank you for your help. Ah. So close. That's okay, bud. Whoa. Okay. Do that. How do we get over there? Ah. There it is. Okay. Well, we need 50 of these life orbs, and we don't have them. Unfortunately, the people that we defeat tend to drop shadow orbs because that's our magic affinity. No. Okay. Guys just spinning around. Let's see if we can go over and down. What? Okay. We also still don't know if those things just pop up by our presence, like just throughout the game, or if it was just to hold down spacebar, which allows time to move even when we're not moving. If those would pop up around us and eventually the game would end. seems like a game that's well thought through to the point where it's certainly a possibility. I'm not gonna rule it out. Hey man. The man looks visibly distressed by the ongoing events. What is going on? The world is crumbling, and I saw a ship sailing through the sky. There was smoke billowing out of it, and it crashed near the chroniclery. A terrifying creature peered down at me from aboard the ship. Oh. It waved at me and screamed something horrifying. I ran straight here and haven't been outside since. Okay. Don't mind if I just destroy the place for a second. Oh, we got our first weapon. Basic decaying claymore. Ooh, interesting. Excited to test that out next time we end up at a ooh, bit of health left. Back. That's great. Okay. So far, one thing that we did learn when we were exploring the catacombs underneath the mausoleum where our sister's dead body is, apparently those wells that we see dotted throughout the land are potential spots for us to come up out of the ground from an underground zone, which would be extremely interesting, right? We do know that there is an underground realm because that's where the corruption was kind of banished to, was an underground realm, and the fate spikes are like a literal nails in the coffin just up here on the regular physical plane, for a lack of a better term. So I'm wondering if underneath there's like a secondary map of a tunnel system that goes below ground underneath this already massive map. I own the shop just to the east of here. I narrowly escaped with my life when a big hole in the ground opened up just beneath me. The woman sighs. All my things. Oh, sorry to hear that. Let me just quickly rob you of all your stuff. You know, just being a hero. I wonder if we'll be able to come back with some of her stuff to her later. Seems like something to be able to do. Right, because at some point we are going to... Ooh. Okay. Health is getting a little low. Excuse me. Sweet basic ring of deception. Okay, I'll take it. Seem like you don't want to attack me. Know what that means. Because don't forget, each one of those monsters is a human. Or was a human at least. Okay, so at some point we will be able to come back here and have a spell that helps us get across these little rifts. Or we will come up out of the ground in that rift. Which, the more I see how this is laid out, the more I believe that's how it's going to work. Huh. A lot of damage we're taking. And yes, I do understand that it's unnecessary damage. Like, yeah, I could just leave. We could go back. I get it. But I want the experience. Also, we're like 2 maps away. What does this mean? Quest back here? Yeah, that's... No, that's the courthouse. Oh, that's the statue. Right. Okay. Alright. Let's start making our way down to the south to get to the next shard so we can put our sweet new sword on and get some of our health back. And we're gonna ignore some enemies for right now as best we can. Set as best we can. Come on. Ooh, that little banjo music kind of reminded me, or this whole track actually kind of reminds me of Stardew Valley to a certain extent, which is not a bad thing. Guys, I'm just gonna screw the rest of the game. We're gonna shack up here and plant some seeds, you know, and get a dog, tend to our gardens. The farmhouse is modest but cozy. The small fire in the corner adds a friendly warmth. These are dark times, eh? The woman says, an exasperated look on her face. I feel we've got bigger things to worry about, but I'm having trouble with my crops. And no matter what else is going on, we've still got to eat, right? I agree. What a callous answer. What's the matter with your crops? They're getting picked apart by some sort of fowl. I've never had this problem before. Would you make me a scarecrow and place it in my field? It's just nearby, in a small grove of trees to the west of my house. I don't have much to my name, but I found something that might be useful to you. Heck yeah. Unfortunately, you also don't have any items for me to... Oh, you do. They're out back here. Sick. Thanks for the health and the experience. Oh, farm lady. We'll help you out. Now, instead of being Stardew Valley, we are going to be the Mandalorian and just help people as we see them. Oh, get out of here. It's kind of one of those things where I want to go around to each map and just kind of gather the loot initially, and then we can kind of, next time through the map, we'll probably start ignoring monsters and loot and things like that. Okay. Sweet. I say that, and then we kind of ignore like a third of that map, right? Yeah, scarecrow, right? And oh, is that the thing that was... Oh, was it not a man? It was a scarecrow that was twirling. Oh, sweet, a piece of the moon. Guys, we got a moon fragment. Yes. Sweet. One moon fragment. Wonder what we'll get. Kind of disappointing that we can't go back directly to the chroniclery. We have to go to the courthouse and then traverse, but that's fine. Cool. Old person. The burly farmhand dusts himself off and drops the pieces of fence he was holding as you approach. Well met. Welcome to, well, what used to be my farm. Say, you look like a crafty one, eh? Sure. How can I help? The man places his hands on his hips. You can help me get rid of this beast. That's what you can do. Every night, another one of my livestock goes missing. Now, as you can well see, it's just me and my wife left. All right. We are the Mandalorian, so what's in it for me? Nothing comes for free, eh? His arms raised to the sky in a gesture of exasperation. Not in these times. Well, don't you worry. Help me to catch this thing, and I'll make sure you're rewarded appropriately. What do you need me to do? I need you to set a trap for it. Every night it comes without fail. Place a trap in this paddock, and then join me in my house. We're sure to catch the thing. I don't have a trap, though, do I? Oh, whoops. The hunter becomes the prey. I'll need to lay a trap inside the paddock near his farmhouse. The farm is located in the grasslands. Acquire the trap spell. Cast it inside the paddock. So don't have that just yet. First off, music in this game, exceptional. But still getting some strong Stardew Valley vibes. It's the wife. As you enter the farmhouse, the woman lowers her gaze to the floor. Are you here to help us with the beast that's taken our livestock? Thank you. She pauses briefly, then continues. You're too late, though. They're all gone. We're done for. Everybody is struggling. That's true. Don't worry. We'll deal with this. And you'll be fine. What's the point in helping if you've already given up? We'll deal with this. Then you'll be fine. You're right. As long as we're safe, we'll be fine, I'm sure. He ventures a tentative smile. Wow. Okay. Oh, we have exactly 30. Let's do it. What did we get? Enough experience to level up, which will happen next time we change over maps, and a sweet ring, a fine band of Lacanomancy. Oh. Ooh, let's see it, guys. What do we get? What do we get? Hey, old mother. Do we get a new zone? No. Okay, so do we have to pick up each of these spells before we can move on, or at least 2 out of 3, I would imagine? Okay, so this one was... Shalmalak charges it with energy, causing the target to erupt violently upon death. Right, so that was the corpse bombs. And this was the spell, right? The poison? Drips poison, making the target spread a contrived but deadly plague. Yeah, go with that. Sweet. Okay. Was that spinny guy that we saw before a spinny dude, or is he Scarecrow? Oh, hello there. The man greets you, each word uttered with a completed revolution on the part of the spinning man. What are you doing? If everyone stops moving at the same time, I think we might all remain frozen forever, so I spin to prevent that from happening. Holy crap, this guy thinks that he is keeping time moving with his movement. Poor dude. That's on us. I don't think that's how it works. Maybe not, but can't risk it, he adds as he continues to spin. All right. Oh man, yep, he does it with us. Okay. I'm gonna just go inside and steal all your stuff, okay? I don't think I have. Oh, these are the mind ones. Yeah, we don't have. Don't have 50 mind orbs yet. We'll get there. Just another way to... Where was the Scarecrow then? Right? This is where we are, right? This is where she said it was west. Huh. More to see here than what we've seen already. Did we miss something? Obviously. Got the moon fragment, which is great. Ah. This. Bandit camp. Nothing useful. Where's our scarecrow? Come on, man. I want that scarecrow. Promise the lady a scarecrow. Definitely going to be one of those games where we're going to miss out on a lot just because of the fact that it's going to be hidden in the woods somewhere where it's difficult to see how we would get there. That is a circle of trees, right? Okay, maybe this is it. This is a good point. Usually, it seems that a lot of the quests happen on the same tile. Like everything happens within one tile to a certain extent, but I don't know, man.